to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra and Kumasi, on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Sun City Radio Keta, Volta Premier Ho, Amenuve Flao, and Bewa Radio Yendi. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, the new Patriotic Party says Alan Tremantin is yet to officially communicate his withdrawal from the Flagbearership Race to the party as it readies for today's balloting for the November 4 election.
Especially those political watchers had actually anticipated this coming. It's a huge indictment to the process.
Details, a spokesperson for the former Trades Minister's campaign hints he will return to the political space after consultations. Also, do not turn this enquiry into a public trial or the IGP. Former NDC MP warns as he argues against calls to invite the IGP to appear before the parliamentary committee.
There's a conscious, deliberate effort to shift the terms of reference in this matter to the trial of the IGP. It's very conscious and deliberate. It's a red herring that is being pushed.
More as security analyst Dr. Ishmael Norman backs the former legislator, insisting there are real cracks within the Ghana Police Service.
I totally recommend that and I support that. Only thing I don't like about the decision that the committee has taken is to do in-camera sessions.
Daryl Watson, business.
Hi, Mami. Yes, the total value of secured loans granted and registered by banks and specialized deposit-taking institutions reaches almost 6 billion cedis at the end of June this year. There's more to come on the Joy Business Report.
And later, Ghana Highway Authority takes steps to eliminate the deadly threat posed by decommissioned toll booths on the Accra-Tema motorway.
Some of the farms have been washed away completely, so nothing will be harvested from those areas. And I can tell you, we need to brace up.
I am Amesi Nyamiche Thompson. Stay with us. The new Patriotic Party says former Trades and Industry Minister Alan Tremantin is yet to officially communicate his withdrawal from the Flagbearership Race to the party. Deputy General Secretary Haruna Mohammed says all is set for today's balloting for the main election in November. Alan Tremantin pulled out of the contest, citing intimidation of his agents. He also said the race is deliberately being skewed to favor one of the candidates. Maxwell Agbagba has more on this report.
Rumors of Alan Tremantin's withdrawal from the NPP Flagbearership Race had filled the air, with many dismissing the claim. Political marketing consultant Professor Kobe Mensah is equally surprised by the decision of Alan Tremantin to withdraw from the race.
I don't think that quite a number of us, especially those political watchers, had actually anticipated this coming. It's a huge indictment to the process.
However, spokesperson for the Baumia campaign, Nana Kumia, seemed to have anticipated this move.
We believe it's a good step that Honorable Alan Tremantin has taken.
Spokesperson for the Alan Tremantin campaign, Yabuabina Samoa, says the decision should be seen as a courageous act.
Mr. Tremantin is not going to deny himself to the people of Ghana. He said that he will consult, and after consultation, he will come out and define his role.
Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, Haruna Mohammed, says the party is yet to be formally informed.
We have not officially received any communication from Mr. Alan Kojo Tremantin.
Maxwell Agbagba with that report. Meanwhile, the election committee of the party is expected to ballot for positions for the November 4 National Delegates Conference later today. We'll bring you details of that in subsequent bulletins. Now, moving on, former NDC MP for Tamale Central, Inusa Hussaini, says the current probe by Parliament must not be turned into a trial of the IGP, Dr. George Ekufu Dampare. Chairman of the committee, Samuel Atta Achia, has already hinted that the IGP may be invited to appear before for it after some senior police officers at the center of the controversy alleged he may have orchestrated the recording and leaking of the tape. We'll hear from Inusa Fuseni shortly. First, listen to Chairman Atachia, who says the committee does not rule out inviting IGP Dampare to give testimony.
It should not be one-sided, so it's a likelihood. If the presence of the individual will give relevance to the fact-finding exercise, we will do that.
So when are you likely to invite the IGP?
There will be the necessity to bring some people here, and if we have to bring the IGP, we'll do so.
But speaking to Joy News, the former chairman of the Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee of Parliament, Inusa Fuseni, cautioned the committee not to lose focus and turn this into a public trial of the IGP.
There's a conscious, deliberate effort to shift the terms of reference in this matter to the trial of the IGP. It's very conscious and deliberate. The fear is that it diverts attention from the criminal activities of those who met to the.
Now, security analyst Dr. Ishmael Norman, however, disagrees with Inusa Fuseni on inviting the IGP to appear before the committee, although he backs his insistence that there should be no in-camera hearings.
There are real systemic problems in the police service.
It appears that the possibilities on the table of its ad hoc committee includes an invitation to the IGP. Is it something you would recommend? Do you subscribe to that?
I totally recommend that, and I support that. Only thing I don't like about the decision that the committee has taken is to do in-camera sessions.
Security analyst Dr. Ishmael Norman speaking with my colleague Emefa Apau. The Ghana Highway Authority says it is taking steps to eliminate deadly threats posed by decommissioned toll booths on the Accra-Tema motorway. Director of Road Safety and Environment at the authority says contractors will be moving in to deal with the danger on the road from Thursday. This is after the Motor Traffic and Transport Department reported 12 people dying on the stretch in the last 2 years. The latest was on Sunday when a driver's mate died on the spot after his bus crashed into one of the booths. Carlos Kaloni reports.
This is the state of the toll booth on the Accra-Tema stretch of the motorway after a fuel tanker plunged into it at around 5 o'clock a.m. Sunday. The driver's mate died on the spot and the driver critically injured. Some eyewitnesses recount the incident.
Yesterday, 5 o'clock a.m., we dey car inside where we hear them, where we come out. When we come out now, we see some tanker we get the accident. We go command the driver. They made the die. So around 10 to 11, and we dey inside too. And we hear another bang. When we come out now, we see this car to get some accident.
Here's Director of Road Safety and Environment at the Ghana Highway Authority, Joseph Achu America, saying contractors will be moving in on Thursday to deal with the booths on the road.
We are going to limit movement to the 2 lanes, specifically on the concrete section, and then we'll block accesses to the other 2 booths and make sure that you can have a free movement through that section.
The Forestry Commission has admitted it is struggling to fully control 3 of the 34 forest reserves in the country. This has come in days after the first part of our hotline documentary, Forest and the Siege, highlighting the continuous destruction of the Paprama Forest Reserve in the Ashanti region. Residents claim companies and individuals enter the forest with permit from state institutions under the pretext of land reclamation, but were found engaging in mining activities. Erastus Asaridonko reports.
This is the Kobro community, an old town which sits deep within the Pamprama Forest Reserve. Residents still have fresh memories of how the destruction of the Kobro section of the reserve started in 2018. One by one, they tell me of how the late Chief Executive of the Forestry Commission, Sir John, in 2018 convinced the townsfolk that the government was undertaking a reclamation exercise in the forest.
Initially, they said they were covering pits, but then they started building settlements.
Well, the Forestry Commission has been commenting on the findings. My colleague Samuel Imbura joins me with excerpts of a 3-page document. Samuel, what's contained in this document?
The Commission said of the 34 forest reserves across the country, many suffered incidences of illegal gold mining, and that apart from 3 of these reserves where the Forestry Commission had challenges in dealing with the situation. The other 31 reserves were fairly under the control of the Forestry Commission, notwithstanding occasional incursions by illegal miners. The Apamprama Forest Reserve is one of the 3 forest reserves where the Commission had challenges due to the associated violence exhibited by the armed perpetrators, in addition to the Oda River and the Subin Shelter Belt Forest Reserves. However, the Commission says they have trained about 964 frontline field officers and have procured 1,000 pump action guns to boost morale and capacity of frontline staff to protect forest reserves in the country.
Thank you so much, Samuel Imburu. And before we go, Nigeria's Presidential Election Tribunal is due to rule today on whether Bola Tinubu should stay as president after 2 rivals challenged his victory in February's disputed vote. There have been numerous legal challenges to the outcome of previous Nigerian presidential elections, but none have succeeded. Most political observers expect the tribunal to uphold Tinubu's win. Atiku Abubakar of the People Democratic Party and Labour Party's Peter Obi asked the court to invalidate the election, alleging irregularities, and accused the electoral body of breaching the law by failing to use electronic machines to upload polling station results, among other criticism. Now, that's all for this bulletin. In our top story, the New Patriotic Party says Alan Tremantin is here to officially communicate his withdrawal from the Flagbearership Race to the party as it readies for balloting for the November 4 election. There's more coming up in business. I'm Amazing Amiche Thompson. Please stay.